Alright guys, this is Doc M with another Minecraft video, and yeah, today once again we are on our snapshot test server. Gel Zipcrowd. Hey Gel, hey Philip.
Hey, Doc.
Hey,
So last week we were derping around in this test world here a lot. You can see some of the remains of the horse derby, and yeah, betting system Gel is working here and all kinds of stuff. And one thing we also made on the side was this little melon slash pumpkin farm, which is trimmed on maximum efficiency and AFK-ness. AFK-ness. I like this word. It's my new artificial word. So let's quickly do a demonstration. You can see, oop, it's raining. We should shut that off. You can see we got the melons in there. It's simulated that it's fully grown. And whenever there's a day-night cycle passing by, the thing will trigger and automatically harvest. So yeah, maybe we can demonstrate real quick. Maybe set the timer to a good time. You can see we have the hopper minecart below. So in about 20-ish seconds or so, the whole thing will trigger. You can see there's the day-night detector, and we have a little short pulsar in there, which then sends some energy to this minecart, which will then go around on the tracks, pick up stuff. There we go. So thing fired, and you can see, yeah, all the melons that were in the setup are picked up. There's none left. They're all in the hopper minecart now. And yeah, the hopper minecart is passing things down into the chest, where you then would later pass it or grab it. So this is the basic idea of the whole design. Just AFK, you let it run, and you will always have a supply of melons. And yeah, don't need any maintenance. And it's highly efficient, but yeah, we'll explain about that in a second. Okay guys, before we look into how to build one of these things, first we need to look a bit at efficiency of plant growth. By the way, Wubbi did a really detailed video about it. I will provide a link in the video description. You should check it out if you really want to know the in-depth stuff. But what affects plant growth, and is it affected by anything? How quick it grows, how often it will grow? This is a melon stem here, and the setup we see right now is, well, this would be the least efficient. Say it like that. It would only have one chance on an unwatered, untilled soil to grow. We could increase the chances by adding more blocks to it. If we want to further increase the chances of this plant to produce a melon on the 8 adjacent blocks, we need to hoe them. If we do that, that also adds to the possibility that this plant stock, or basically root, will produce a melon. So if you want to make it super efficient, you need to water the place. So let's grab some water so it stays actually tilled somewhere around there. Doesn't matter where you put it. We got more than is actually needed in there now, but you need a source block somewhere close by, and that will even further increase the efficiency. So if you look at the design here, we kind of tried to create a pattern like that. You can see we have the trunks of the plants, and we try to have as much tilled and watered earth around it as possible. As we need to force the melons into a certain place, of course we need to block off stuff. You can see that here, the glass blocks are preventing melons from growing in these spots, so we kind of force them inside. And the problem is, why can't we have like tilled earth everywhere? And you can see the problem we have with that here. If you have tilled earth below glass, it works. But as soon as you update it again, it will break. So if you would do something like that and then try to put glass blocks on there, it wouldn't work. You could try to do it like this, update the next, won't work. So you have to have gaps in between. This is how kind of this design was made up. Also,
And
yeah,
there are some additions, important additions. First of all, this melon already grew here.
yeah,
The interesting thing is that although those, if you can block those blocks here, obviously it doesn't work with the adjacent ones, as Dokken just showed you.
Uh,
This still increases the chance
yeah,
that the melon stem produces a melon at another spot. So it's not
yeah,
like, okay, we got more a higher chance because there are just more spots to grow, but it actually checks all of them, and depending on that, the chances are higher to actually create a stem.
yeah.
So yeah, this
Ideally, we would
increases
have
it.
it. Yeah, ideally we would have it like this. You know, all of them watered and tilled, and we would want to encourage the plant growth in here. This would be basically the ideal thing. But as you can see, that is the max possible. If we try to till that, we will break the others. Another little interesting side effect I want to show you that also plays a small role in this design is redstone updates. JL was so friendly to mark out the radius of a redstone torch update here. And if you look at this setup, everything tilled now, and maybe somebody can flick the lever. Maybe Philip, you can get. Yeah, we didn't really catch it. Maybe Philip, you can go down there and operate the lever, and we till it quickly. Okay, hit it. Yeah, you saw it, guys, and maybe we can do it again. Um, if you, yeah, now do it. See, all gone away. It was updated by the redstone, and these blocks are not adjacent to each other. See, we can all till them, and they will not update each other, but the redstone here does it. And this is where this redstone or this stone block came from. We have a diagonal update to this block here from the redstone pillar we have in the design, and thus we had to replace this with stone, and yeah, lose a bit of efficiency. But the design works well, and I'd say now let's try to build it together. Alright guys, so to build one of these farms you start with an 4 by 8 platform, and you knock out one block on the sides, and you put two blocks like this set down by one block. So fairly simple. Then you hook up a chest, and on top of the chest you put down a hopper. Now let's observe Philip putting down the tracks. And see, we do this curve shaped here using a lot of power tracks. About this track going down in the end, I will explain you in a second. Okay, so this is the track shape, and to finish it off, you basically have one block here. It's a bit tricky to place it. Wait, on the edge. There we go. And one block over here, because the minecart somehow needs to start and stop. And last but not least, you should power the power tracks. Put one lever here, one on the other side, and then I suggest you just go below and power from somewhere here. And now you should be able to have your minecart running. One little quirk to it, these diagonal tracks here are needed because of the compactness of the design. There is this redstone torch going up, and we have a repeater here which is updating the tracks. So if we would not have this track in here, the tracks would always mess up, and that is quite annoying. So first step, just like this. Let's continue. Alright guys, so we got the basic track system done. Now it's time to do some minor redstone. It's fairly simple. We just need a short pulsar here. So place a block next to the diagonal track with a repeater on 3. And now we need a piston to cut the signal short. It's a sticky piston and a redstone dot on here. Next up, the light sensor, and there we go already. At a certain time this thing will trigger, power the redstone below, and we will send a short pulse into this block here. And now we take the energy and just bring it up, or take the redstone signal, bring it up with a little torch pillar like that. And now we need to extend. This is where we're gonna power our pistons from. And yeah, redstone on top. And then the next part of the design is already done. This is all the redstone you need to control it. Alright, now we place the pistons. It's the best time to place them now, because later on it will be a bit annoying if you have the dirt in here already and so on. You could easily have to go back and break things. So yeah, just an array of pistons like that. And now we already start with the glass encasing. So place a glass block here where the non-power track is, and then always skip one block and do the same thing on the other side. Now as the pistons are in and the glass is placed, we should do the dirt layer. So stay one block on top of the tracks, of course, and you can easily place it now. And yeah, fill in the complete area with dirt. So wherever you have glass, don't have dirt, let me help you real quick and we look at the shape of the dirt when we are finished. Okay, so just like that, make sure to leave open the glass spots there, and where the glass is, cover it up. You can see Philip doing it over here already. Same thing over there. This is the water we will use to keep the tilled earth here watered. Now, let's bring some of the melons into the melon farm, right? So we're gonna put down some melon stems, and you're gonna pick the row here right next to our water source blocks. Plant them all the way. Leave a gap of one at the end, and yeah, you have to use bone meal, make them grow. It's the best. You don't need to use bone meal, but you can do it to speed things up. So let me help out here real quick with the hoeing. Do the same thing along the other side, and bone meal. And if you have, if you work with melons and stuff, you always need a light level higher than 8, I think it was. 8 or higher, so it's always good to have lighting close by, so that's why we're gonna use some glow stones at the end of the design here, over here, and same thing over there. That makes sure we always have a nice lighting situation in here, even during the night. And whoop, we already see first melons popping up. Alright guys, so last but not least, the glass cover, and you see the reason for it right here. We don't want melons to grow outside here. So yeah, let's throw on the glass cover. It's fairly simple. Just make sure to cover up everything with a 2 high glass wall. So row of 2 high here, leave out the gaps. Same here. And then we do the same thing on the other side. We make a 2 high wall. Leave out the gaps. Really simple. And now we need to frame in the rest. Whoop, see, we don't want melons here, so glass. And we do the same thing on the other side, just close it off. And last but not least, you need to close off on top of the plants. It doesn't affect them negatively or will impair their growth. And normally we should be done now, but as items can glitch into the glass blocks by the kind of glass piston elevator effect, you definitely need another row of glass up here on top of the design all the way around. That will prevent, some of the slices, melon slices, to pop out on top. It can happen very, very rarely. We watched this design here running for many, many hours while we were playing. Sometimes, in very rare chances, one melon piece made it up here. But yeah, normally you should not lose anything. And yeah, to finalize the design, I mean, you just need a hopper minecart. Let me grab that. Got it. And yeah, you just put it on the track here. Whoop. Up. Wow, my keyboard was stuck. What the heck? Okay. Here we go. That's it. So
And now we just need to hold the dirt
yeah.
outside, and we're done.
Yeah. You can hoe it all, no problem.
Yeah, remember to do it in the right order. First the
Yeah.
corners and then the blocks adjacent.
Exactly. And here we go. Got it all hoed. Yeah, as JL just mentioned here, you need to be careful a bit. First do the corner and then left and right. And we should be cool. And yeah, now you can see the soil is getting moistened, and we should see melons growing. And I think we should give this one a last test to show the design is working. So maybe we can switch to the time cycle one more time, and then we should be cool. I think it triggers at 22,500, if I'm correct. I think that was this exact moment. And watch the soil here a bit when the redstone signal goes through. That's where you see why this, yeah, you saw it. Okay, everything is picked up, works just fine. So this block, you could either leave it as dirt or do it like we did over here and have a stone block. Same effect, doesn't change a thing. And I'd say that's it. I hope you found this video useful. I hope you liked the design. Keep in mind you can also put pumpkins in there, a row of pumpkins, a row of melon. That would also even increase the efficiency. But if you want to know more about how plant grows is and works and how efficient it can be, check out Wubbi's video. Leave a like on this one, share it with your friends. We are out. Bye guys!
Bye.
Bye.